We walked from the cafe, hopped in my condition, in my way, and here's the castle, the Pills. That's the corner, original wall here, and it ran the whole way down here. Now, so this place would have been on this island, so it's a pretty safe place, you know. If you had that one bridge fairly secure, you're in a fairly safe place. Oops. Okay, adjust the camera. Let's hop up here. Sorry about the wavy, the camera. Give you a view of the sports area. So that's the sports area. That bridge you can see goes across to the other side, and then you can walk around there to where that viewing point is. So, I say so a lot, I'll stop saying that. Here we are. An amazing place for town events. See the original wall over there as well. And all here is part of the original wall. See the few hundred here, no problem. What a wonderful place to see, if you can imagine the history. Here's a little view of the area where stages, where you'd have concerts and stuff. The original walls all around. The outer surrounds of the castle. And a lot of people keep their private boats. If you look over there, sorry about the sunshine, over there there's a lot of like boat garages where people keep their boats. So okay, I think we'll head back across the bridge and back towards the scooter. So we're joined by a little friend, and we got some cake, tea and coffee. So a little treat before we head back to Balby. And we have the scooter. It's parked over there. So. Just remembering a little mistake I made the first couple of days I had the scooter. I've only once before driven an automatic vehicle, as in a two-wheeled transport, and that was, I used to own a Galerda Fuoco 500E. Fantastic machine. That's the one with the two wheels at the front, and so that was I think that was about 10 years ago. Anyway, I came out of I had gone in somewhere, came out, went off down the road fairly confident, I pulled my clutch in, which is actually the back brake. I pulled the back brake, forgetting myself, thinking I was going to change gear. I was the shop, I came out of the shop, accelerated, I pulled the back brake. It only took me a millisecond to realise what was I doing. But interesting things that happen to you when you don't think about what you're doing. And I remember I also used to ride an old Indian Enfield 350 Bullet, which had the controls on the British side. And the same thing happened to me. I went to overtake a bus and I went to slam the motorcycle into gear, and of course I slammed my foot on the back brake, thinking I was going to go into a higher gear, so I think go into a lower gear. So you got to remember these things. If you jump from a motorbike straight onto a scooter, you got to remember that take a few minutes and don't try changing gear on your automatic scooter, because it's not going to happen. So 41 kilometers to Balvi. So this will be the Bermuda Triangle between Balvi, Alūksne and Golbeni. The three little towns, like a triangle. So it's about 5 degrees centigrade. So it's fairly nippy when you're moving. When you're standing around, it's okay, no problem. But when you're driving, you have the extra bit of cold. I haven't bothered putting the mask on yet. As I said, I got to toughen myself up. It's been a few years since I rode a lot in the cold, so it's not going to do me any harm whatsoever to ride in the cold. And we got to stop here and check for narrow gauge trains, which of course there's one nice little picture there, the narrow gauge tracks heading up towards Golbeni. Okay, away we go. I hope you enjoy watching this and listening to my strange meanderings. Absolutely beautiful day. There's something just wonderful about riding the Vespa on a day like this. There's a lovely little small lake. Little small lake, and they have a place on the hill. A little summer house. Swimming area, probably a sauna as well. People in Latvia love their saunas. Do you do saunas, guys? I've never done saunas. Too hot for me. I'd like the sauna when it gets to 30 degrees, that's it, I'm out. And then my other half goes in. I would have it at 70 degrees, 80 degrees. No, way crazy hot. So I was thinking, some people were saying the underneath of the seat, the pet carrier, the under the seat area gets very warm. It does from the engine, but in winter, that's a great bonus. I haven't got heated gloves or heated grips at the moment. Maybe I'll get heated gloves some stage. I need the heat for the top of my fingers, for there, where the cold hits them because of my bad finger. So I was thinking, no point in having heated grips which heat the palm of your hands. I want something that heats my fingers. So at the moment, bring 2 pairs of gloves, leave 1 pair under the seat, nice and toasty after a while. Then if your fingers start getting cold, take out your preheated gloves, put them on, put the other gloves inside, and let them heat up. So if you had to go for a ride and it was very cold and your gloves weren't keeping you warm, bring a couple of pairs and heat them up in the pet carrier, the younger seat box. I don't know why it's called a pet carrier. I absolutely, is that an American thing? I'm not sure. The under seat tray. But it does get hot, yeah. You're not going to keep your ice cold drinks in there. Certainly not. But just an idea for when the weather gets a bit colder. Now today, as I said, it's 5 degrees today, and these gloves, they're Crane, they're called. They either bought in Aldi or Lidl, so they were not expensive in the least. Maybe about, I don't know, maybe about €12 years ago. But so far, at 5 degrees and driving, my fingers feel absolutely fine. No cold. So that's where when it gets a bit colder, and see how I get on. But I bring my spare gloves with me, so I'll be okay. No problem. No problem at all. Bring my spare gloves. There's a little test I can do. Can you ride in -degrees and have a spare set of gloves and change them over every 20 minutes? Okay, that's a lot of stopping, but if it solves the problem. The midwinter, the worst of the winter here, we might get about, we can go down to -25. We have a lot of stuff around -15. So a -25 would be in and around as bad as it gets. I think it's got lower. It has got lower, but I think -20, -25 is cold enough. Thank you very much. So, but in them months, no one's out riding. The roads are just covered in hardened snow and ice. So unless you got spike in your tires, you won't be riding. It's so interesting. It's like you get into some good weather. You might get into good weather, April maybe, and you might get one of those Aprils where you have a couple of really hot days, and all of a sudden, it's like motorcycle Armageddon. Everybody's out. It's like, oh my God, I can ride again. Everybody is out. Big bikes, small bikes, young lads on their scooters, everybody. and it's a lovely feeling. We can all start going out on two wheels again.